talked to you about this governor that has an issue who might need to kill a mouse. All right. And the reason why I bring this up is because I'm going to go into it deeply after I ask each of you, if you were a governor, all right, would you care more about the higher authority of people, the ones you surround yourself with in the governor's little table, or would you care more about like helping the people out? You know what I mean?
So political circle or
the power of the people and the power of enjoyment.
The everyman.
The everyday Joe, all right? Because this governor wants to get rid of these mice, all right? This big old mouse is taking over his whole state. And it isn't New York, so I'm tired of you thinking I'm talking about this state right here, all right? This is far beyond New York. Think south, actually.
Oh, wow.
Aisha, I'm going to go with you first. I feel like I've asked you a question like this before, and you've went for a total dictarian.
Yeah, I like being a dictator.
There we go.
But for this issue, it's a mouse problem, right?
It is a mouse problem.
So I think everyone should get a cat.
Get a cat?
Yeah.
All right. I think this governor should invest in cats.
They should just release a bunch of cats.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I don't know about release. You just have a whole bunch of feral cats roaming.
Yeah, like in Turkey, they're everywhere.
Are you a big cat person, Aisha? Do you like cats?
Oh, I love cats.
Big fan of cats.
I see cats everywhere, but if they're
no, I'm
feral.
saying everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, no, I get it. I live in a neighborhood full of cats.
Like everywhere. You go to the shop, there's a cat. Restaurant, cat.
I don't know, man.
I like library cat, school
cat,
gym.
I like cat.
Everywhere cat.
Bus cat.
I would not like that personally.
You wouldn't be a fan of the cats, Jamie?
See, okay, I don't mind cats, but I have a problem. What if one of the cats are not friendly for people? You know, what if they just want to attack you?
Friendly.
Have you seen the vet videos?
You have to understand the difference between
I've never seen an angry cat.
Hold on. At the vet videos, there's angry every animal.
No. My favorite are the cats when they are at the vet and then they have to use those gloves to make sure that if they use their teeth, they're protected, and the cat's just squirming around like a worm
because he's scared.
You don't even need to do that.
Okay, but I'm scared too. That doesn't mean I squirm around like a worm when I see a needle.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
If you literally,
oh my god, I would be so much happier if that was.
I feel like
so. I do want to be a total dictator, but everyone has to come together and get a cat.
All right, so she's kind of best of both worlds in that way.
But can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
If you have all these cats around, what's the difference between all the mice around and the cats? Because then you're gonna have a bunch of cats with no homes.
Yeah, but they live outside.
Yeah, but there's gonna be so many of them because I don't know how many mice, but there's gonna be a ton of cats.
You can bring a cat in your home.
I have to bring this up. I'm sorry. I have to mention this. You have to know the difference between feral cats and domesticated cats. Feral cats will not be friendly to people. They'll run away and get scared.
This guy James has the weirdest information.
I don't know. I know when I went to Turkey, there were cats everywhere.
Well, that's
everywhere.
Turkey. Yeah, that's Turkey.
We need something like that here.
Or if you go to Istanbul, all those street cats, they're friendly to people.
I'm pretty sure
in
some states there's a lot of stray animals.
Yeah, I think in the Bahamas or something, they have a bunch of pigs just chilling on the island.
I love that. Oh my
God.
There's
a difference between strays and animals that normally interact with people.
There's flamingos on one of those other tropical places, but I remember Shark Week, they said the sharks eat the pigs.
Feral cats will kill the mouse.
Yeah.
Well, I like Aisha's plan. I think she's got something going there. And honestly, people would enjoy her plan, at least besides Jamie, of course.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Speaking of Jamie, if you had a big mouse problem, and that doesn't mean several mice, that means a literal big mouse problem, like a big old mouse.
Okay.
What would you do as a governor to solve this issue?
I'm going to tell everybody they're going to have to get this, if you want to keep these mice, we're going to have to go ahead and have all these vaccinations done. Because, you know what? Mice have the ability to carry disease.
They do.
So I feel like if you are all willing to go ahead and get vaccinated, just like how everybody got COVID shots, then go ahead. But if let's say 75% of the population won't, then I'm going to have to put out pest control. Everyone's going to have to stay locked indoors, and I'm going to have to go ahead and kill these mice. Because it's not worth getting sick over a mouse.
I like Jamie's answer very much because the people in this state love this big mouse. So they would have to agree with it.
It's singular? One big mouse?
No, it's big mouses, but it's not mice. It's not a lot of mice. Okay, it's just a couple of big mouses.
It's like a species, would you say? A distinctive one?
I would say something like that. Yeah, so
they're big.
That's why I like Jamie's answer, because in that sense, the people are still able to win-win. If they like this big mouse so much, like several, then they have to deal with getting the
mouse?
They love that. I'm telling you, if you want to be with the people, you're going to have to be okay with the mice, all right? They like the mice.
But I feel like I'm giving them a chance, but if people don't listen to the rule of, being vaccinated, because I don't know how many diseases they carry, but I was looking them up, and there's a lot. And you're going to have to take a lot of vaccinations.
But they're going to deal with it if they want it that bad.
And if you don't want to, and if let's say like your father doesn't believe because he's like 78 years old and believed he did the war and he doesn't need to, then not only that, but
like... He has to be quarantined at a different place.
Then he can't live there.
He can't live in that state. Sayonara to that state. Deuces, get new license plates.
Because if that mouse comes over, or what if someone comes home and then they get sick and then like your dad is now done.
He's got a new license plate. That's right.
What?
Get out of here, Dad. I mean, you gotta switch states. So.
Well, I'm just saying that I just don't think it's okay, and I feel like the mouse problem with like the cats. I feel like
the cats just cause more problems. You think?
I think so, especially because like when you have a cat, they like to use their nails to scratch on things. And
give them a scratching post.
What do you got for me, James? I feel you got things clicking in your head.
That's creating more issues.
That's not creating more issues.
That's more money to spend. And as a governor, I want to spend less.
If it handles the pest control on its own, I'd say that's fair. I don't know.
I see James' head. His grinds are turning. I mean, his gears are turning. His grinds are gearing.
But I gotta ask. You keep saying big mouse, like big mice.
Big mice.
Yeah, but like, how big are we talking here that they're considered
I would say
big
maybe
mice?
like 5'6".
5'6"?
Yeah, this is a crazy state.
These are like
right?
people.
Exactly. So James, as governor, what would you?
Are we talking, wait, 5'6" in feet to inches? Feet and inches?
I'm not so sure. I'm not a mathematician. I don't know that part. What would you say would you do about this problem as Governor James?
That's not even...
This sounds like a furry situation. What do you mean 5'6"?
Maybe it is. We don't know what state it is.
I'm 5'6". They're as tall as me?
Hold on a minute.
I'm gonna need to figure this out. Give me a minute.
Can you give me a second here?
No, I don't want you to guess, Jamie. I want James to go.
I'm not guessing.
I want James to go.
5'6" mice.
Yep.
Wait, can I just say, is this like the length of like a table? The length of like
I haven't had them laid down in front of me, so I'm going to tell you.
And these are animals. They're not people.
I'll tell you what, though. At 516-572-7440, you could tell me what type of mice I'm thinking of right now.
Let me stand up right now. I'm 5'6". The mouse, these mice, are the size of me.
Can you lay down?
It's a big problem.
Can I lay down?
Yeah, can you lay down?
Before you lay down, why don't you answer the question, James?
Wait, can he lay down?
No, he cannot.
My goodness.
James, as governor of this state, what would you do for this big mouse problem? You see, the people like the mouse, though. You gotta find a way to solve both
these
problems.
Long mice.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh man, you're throwing me on the ropes.
It's a hard question. Listen, this governor's into a lot of problems right now, right? He's dealing with a tough state to deal with.
That's the thing is I don't even know the context of what state
this is.
That's the whole
point, James. It's the whole point.
Oh
That's why
boy,
you have to just answer it.
I know.
No context.
I know. I want to say if these are actually creatures, like they sound like they're mutated. It sounds like something they got to get rid of.
The governor sure thinks so.
I mean, if they're like 5'6", you're talking about?
James, answer the question.
That's how long they are? That's not normal, man.
James, the press conference is currently happening. They're asking you. They need answers. What would you do, James?
There's giant mutated mice. I think we need to cut down on radiation waste, man. Like there's something going on there.
So you would terminate them no matter how much your people enjoyed them?
I don't know about how they enjoy them, but regardless, I think to prevent these mutations, we need to take care of like whatever's being put in our water, get rid of the radiation waste, get rid of
James' governor's first action is to get rid of this radiation and to cut them completely, get rid of these big mice.
Well, like specifically radioactive waste, I think is a big biohazard if it's causing these.
Can I ask you a question?
These 5'6" mice.
Are they seen as like gods, and that's why they don't want them to
People do think they're gods. People do think. There's been a lot of theories, a lot of strange.
It's like reverse Egypt.
Rumors and myths behind this. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and help you out and figure out the answer.
Is this the Rat Man from GTA 4?
Can you please lay down? I just want to see how big
you want to see how long I am?
Here you go. Guys.
Okay, I'm going to lay down. Fine.
I'll play it for you right now.
Wait,
Here it goes.
I just want to lay down.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Mickey Mouse.
What?
Hey, you want to come inside my clubhouse?
No.
Well,
I don't know.
All right.
I guess.
Go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Sorry,
To make
guys.
the clubhouse
This has all
appear,
been
we get to say
one big
the
joke.
magic words.
The governor of Florida has to deal with Mickey Mouse, guys, all right? Disney World has taken too much of Florida's land, and now the governor of Florida is dealing with Disney World, all right? They have sued
that's crazy
Walt Disney and his world. all right? Because they want their whole state back. That's right.
Okay.
Well, Walt Disney's dead.
So the reason why the governor of Florida is suing Disney World and has a whole lawsuit with them is because he believes that the whole land that's used for Disney World in terms of Epcot, the Magic Kingdom, you got the what else parks, the world. What's the one with the wildlife?
They have Tomorrowland. They have Animal Kingdom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All those properties take up too much land for Florida.
So what are they gonna put there instead?
The governor wants national parks there. Okay, he wants other amusement parks there. He feels that this Mickey Mouse, this big mouse, controls a monopoly in Florida.
I don't hate that idea.
I hate that idea because they bring so much tourism.
So
to
much
Florida.
joy, right? That's why I asked you guys.
Money, so why would he want to get rid of it?
That's why I asked you guys the question.
I mean,
All right.
there's still a lot of filth, I'm not gonna lie, that attracts because of the Disney theme parks, but that's just kind of like any public attraction, right? But I will say, I'm not opposed to the national parks idea. I think that's a very, that's a very good cause.
Brings up a point.
Here's the thing.
He does.
That's why I brought it up the way I brought it up, because the people are going to be very upset if this government's able to pass this rule and get rid of some of these parks at Disney, okay? Disney just passed its 100-year anniversary at having Disney World.
It's 50th.
It's 50th year anniversary of having Disney World. Thank
I
you,
was
Jamie.
there.
Those
My
are two
bad. I
different
was there too.
numbers.
It was pretty fun.
No way. When
Yes,
did
I
you
was.
go?
I went in December. You went in October, right?
I'm telling you right now.
Hold on. Before you go, I think we might have one Walt on the phone.
Walt? We have Mr. Walt himself?
Mr. Walt, you
How?
are on the phone. How can I help you?
Hi, Governor of Florida here. Let me let me set everything straight for you here, okay?
Please.
I'm not suing Disney World. Disney World is suing me.
No way. Did I get that wrong? It's the opposite, huh?
What?
It is the opposite.
Antonio.
How did you get that?
Let me explain what's going on here, because Antonio will never represent me in court. Let me put it that way. 'Cause what's going on here is Disney World has a really long old pact, kind of like a Native American land, where they get to have full control over everything that happens on their land. They have their own fire department, their own water.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that they're their own town?
They are their own city. And they're not paying taxes to the state of Florida as if it's just somebody buying land. Like, they actually, own it. And it's like you're not even really in Florida when you're in Disney World.
I wanted to say that.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like its own country. And there was a whole lot of back and forth because the governor of Florida created all these, quote unquote, don't say gay laws, and Disney didn't like that.
That is true.
The governor threatened Florida by taking away things that Florida gave them, and then now Disney is suing the governor, saying he's not.
Wait, well, aren't you the governor?
It's a whole. I'm not the governor. I just play one on the radio. It's a whole mess. But long story short, who the hell can we stop giving money to Disney? Why are we paying $120 a day to go to an amusement park? Why?
That doesn't cover the food, Sean. Don't forget the food.
Okay.
No, that doesn't even cover the food. That's just admission.
All right, just hang up on this governor because honestly, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So what I really wanted to say.
What? Oh my goodness.
$20. It's another $20 for a Mickey pizza. I mean,
all right, dude, I really appreciate your call, but I think you should go ahead and complain to Disney World,
Thanks so much, Governor of Florida. You've done a great job for us, all right? Make sure you kill that mouse for us, all right? He needs to go.
Yeah, no, for real. I gotta say, I totally stand with him there. Disney has enough.
Okay.
Disney has enough money.
Okay.
No, don't you go.
We're gonna start with Jamie.
You're gonna cork it.
We're gonna start with Jamie.
Here's the thing. What is this?
This is Disney music.
Okay, this is not what I think of when I think of Disney music. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I loved my entire time at Disney. Actually, last night I was looking at my videos from when I went to Halloween.
I've been thinking about Disney a lot. It's a pretty fun time.
I have to say, when I went for Halloween, it was like I was a child again. I honestly felt like everything that I loved about Halloween was packaged so beautifully. I mean, down from the decorations to dressing up, I felt like there was no judgment,
No, you're a kid there.
I honestly
you're allowed to be.
cried.
It's not weird.
I cried during when they had all the different characters come out, like Hocus Pocus. They had Jack Skellington. I cried, and Shane was like, "What a loser!" But
This is where the term Disney adults come from. I'm just going to get that out of the way.
I'm not really a Disney adult. I just
You are. You are totally.
Let Jenny finish her point. I feel she got something brewing right now.
Disney has made so much money. Without Disney, Florida honestly would just be one big retirement home. We can all be honest about that. No, but
that's not true because they're not paying Florida the taxes. So where's the money going?
There is no taxes in Florida.
No, but that's the whole point. Like what Sean was
Disney
saying.
is getting all of their money like from people, so that way Florida doesn't have to pay anything because Disney is doing all the work. You know, like Disney is doing everything, like all the food. Like when I went there, they had a Thanksgiving meal in October. Bro, I was living like Larry, you know? I was having a great time. Like the food is immaculate. There's no bugs to be seen.
This big mouse deserves his land.
I've never been to Disney.
They honestly do such a good job at keeping everybody happy. It's very friendly. I mean, the bathrooms were beautiful. As someone who went to Epcot and literally went to every bathroom around the world and had a drink at every place, it's gorgeous.
That's fun.
I'm telling you.
Every bathroom around the world. I like that.
Did.
That was a highlight moment.
We literally we would stop at a place and I'd be like, I gotta go again. And the music changed in every place too. It was so much detail.
It's magical.
And I honestly feel like I would love to go again.
So you don't mind this big mouse? You feel like the governor's wrong here. The mouse should win.
Also, if you think about it, you know how I said that people that they had to get vaccinated, like you know, like for a mice problem, like a legit mouse problem.
Yeah.
People did get vaccinated to go to Disney. People got COVID shots.
Yeah.
So people were willing to do what it took to go to Disney.
In a way, you were right.
So I feel like people did do that extra mile. So that's how much people were willing to go. I mean, people were there even during the pandemic and I had no idea. I knew someone who had that, and then they were like, I got COVID.
I love blurring the line between institutions and corporations for sure. It's cool.
I'm just saying that I think that Disney makes a pretty prominent point that people wouldn't be putting all their money towards this, and they have the Disney cruises. Do you know how much those Disney cruises are? They're like $2,000 a pop.
They are. They very much are.
And people are going on the cruises, and it's not even affiliated with the actual place. It's on the sea.
Yeah.
James, what do you think about this whole big mouse problem?
I think the Impractical Jokers cruise was better.
Okay. Not the question I asked, but
well, I'm just saying in relation. I think I trust those guys more. Those local Staten Island guys who all knew each other in high school. I trust them more than Mr. Big Mouse and his money.
He's not a fan of the mouse.
Yeah, but I feel like if they went to Disney, they'd have a grand time too.
Yeah, but they'd also probably there to be filming a challenge, so they'd probably get something out of it.
Yeah, but we're not. No offense, but your average Joe is not really being paid to go to Disney. You're paying to go to Disney.
You're right.
I'm lost now where James is saying.
I wouldn't spend my money on that.
But I don't like Disney.
That's an investment.
What happened? I thought you did.
I'm a hater for Disney.
Wait,
whoa, this is a 360.
What do you mean, what?
I mean, 180 more.
It's magical.
You just said it sounds magical.
Oh, that was a joke. Sorry.
Girl, you
I can't tell. She's so wishy-washy.
No, but I don't like Disney.
Respect.
All right, so we got two mouse haters here.
I hate Disney.
We got two for the governors here. Now, the interesting thing about all this is that if this governor wasn't such
I'm not even anti-Disney. I'm anti-Disney adult.
Literally, if this...
Literally.
Yeah, for real. For real.
What I'm saying.
Okay,
Jamie is coping and seething right now.
I don't consider myself a Disney adult.
I don't like when people get proposed to at Disney. I see that and I hate it. I
hate you because I wanted to get.
You don't like that?
I really did. I wanted to get proposed to during the Halloween event. I did. Because you know what? They had this really perfect area of the arch. And I was like, bro, this is it. And when he didn't, I got so upset. I also really wanted to get... Why are you guys laughing at me?
I'm sorry, that was a bit silly. I think we get proposed on Halloween at Disney World.
You guys are gonna make me cry. My high is
It's your happy day. It's your happy day. Come on. Go ahead, finish. What were you saying?
I hate those, and I'm like, I would just leave.
You spent all this money to get in for admission, for food, for a room, and then you just want to get proposed to.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I just want...
Under the House of Mouse.
Okay, I don't think you're understanding the point. The point is that it's such a magical moment, and I feel like as someone who has a deep-rooted love for Halloween, and so does my partner, I feel like it's more to us than just going to Disney. It's this is what we are.
So you thought he would propose? You thought he would?
Like, I know he's going to do it.
He thought that for a while.
He's going to do stuff
she
like...
She was in her mood for a little bit during that time.
I know for
all she would talk
a
about
fact
at
he's gonna do something around Halloween.
Okay.
Well,
If he doesn't, I'll beat him up. No,
Halloween or not, like if that's really important to you, I'd say like it doesn't have to be Disney World.
let me just go back to what I was saying here about this whole lawsuit. So, Sean did help me correct the matter. It is Disney who's suing the governor, saying that the way he's doing all this is one big like tactic, and it's not okay for the First Amendment rights of the Disney World Parks and Rec behalf. And the whole thing that is going on here is that no one wants to deal with this case. It's a lose-lose for everybody, all right? Because in a way, the governor has a point by saying that that Disney holds a monopoly in Florida, and that isn't fair. But the whole thing about the governor is that he stinks, all right? He makes anti-gay laws. He's very like right-wing. He's kind of like not okay of a governor. He's just whack.
Well, I don't really know about all these laws he passed. I'm not paying attention to that.
I don't have them here, but basically, like, he's the type of person that has problems with transgender issues, with the bathroom, all these things, right? And he's very very certain about it. He just doesn't seem very understanding of a person. You know what I mean? Very old-fashioned way of thinking of things. But basically, like, no one's dealt with this so much that even the judge himself has now find a way to rescue himself out of this lawsuit by citing a conflict of interest. So now they need to find a new judge. It's a whole thing going on. This lawsuit may last a while, but whatever happens, I'm glad to see what happens to this big mouse.
Why is there a conflict of interest?
All right, let me explain that right now.
Judge got paid off by the House of Mouse because he's a fan.
So I see.
What's it called? The Judge Martin Fitzpatrick claims the judge is related in the third degree to someone employed by one of the parties in the lawsuit as the reason of stepping down. This man was searching through his portfolio to find one person at Disney that was maybe related to him by a little bit. So that's why he claimed conflict of interest. Honestly, I have to agree with Jamie. Disney is a magical place. All right, I had a great time over there. With my girlfriend Ivana, and then honestly, like, I felt this even as a kid.
I need to see your photos. I didn't get to see any of your photos.
Yeah, I'll show you the photos.
Like,
I look pretty bad at most of them, but well.
Did you pay for the? So I know the thing about Disney is that they try and get you for every little nook and cranny, but I'm telling you, the Memory Maker is something that is so magical.
I didn't get that. No,
I bought that for all 3 days, and I'm telling you, it was so worth it. All the extra little effects.
I know my mom got them for my sister and I when I was little. I don't really remember it being that big of a deal.
Well, we bought it like twice because we did it last year and the year before that.
Money.
I gotta say, like, yeah, no, they do that. They will squeeze your wallet for all they can
Shane
get.
hated
Disney is like a one in every 5-year thing because of how expensive that is. You know what I mean? Like
this is an investment.
The trip alone, like in terms of the airplane, all trips to Florida always gonna be that much. Especially during the holidays, forget about it.
I went twice.
Then you got the admission fee, and then you got the food, and then you got the packages that you want to have fun with.
It just seems like too much.
I got the Flash Pass because if you don't get the Flash Pass, you're screwed.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm gonna throw up listening to this. This is
Regardless,
disgusting.
though,
My grandma was like, "Why don't you guys get the scooter?" I'm like, "Because I'm not 65 and plus, Nana." She's like, "Get the scooter."
Wait, you're hating on the Segway now?
What?
You're hating on the Segways now?
What are you talking about?
The Segway scooters, man.
No, my grandma said I should get one, but I think they're only available for people who literally cannot walk.
Yeah, like older folks get them Segway
Yeah,
scooters.
but I said
that's like a public access thing. Like they do that in New York City and whatnot.
No. For Disney, like, I'm assuming they only have a limited amount, and she wanted me to get one just because.
They probably have.
If I was the governor DeSantis from Florida, I'd be careful about where I walk because that mouse is always lurking. He might just pop your kneecaps.